Long, long ago, in a quiet village surrounded by tall Iroko trees and the red earth of the savannah, there lived a woman named Mama Nena. She was known far and wide for two things: her kindness and her prayers that could shake the heavens. Mama Nena had only one child, a boy named Obina. From the day he was born, she carried him on her back with songs, with love, and most importantly, with prayers whispered at dawn and shouted at midnight. People in the village used to say, "When Mama Nena prays, even the ancestors sit up and listen." But Obina was stubborn. As he grew older, he became restless and curious, more curious than a lizard watching rain. He wanted adventure. He wanted wealth. He wanted quick success that didn't require hard work. No matter how much his mother warned him, Obina kept falling into wrong company, boys who believed life was about shortcuts and shadows. Yet every night, when the moon hung like a silver calabash in the sky, Mama Nena knelt on the cool floor of her hut and prayed, "Chaku, watch over my son. Where his legs may carry him to danger, carry him back. Where darkness surrounds him, let my prayers be his lamp." And her prayers rose like smoke from burning incense. One harmattan morning, Obina made a dangerous decision. A group of men came to the village, smooth talkers with fine clothes, sweet promises, and lies dipped in honey. They promised Obina riches beyond imagination if he followed them to a faraway land. Even when his mother begged him not to go, he shook her hand off. "Mama, I am a man now. I know what I am doing." Mama Nena's heart broke, but she simply placed her hands on his head and whispered, "Go if you must. But my prayers go with you. Where you cannot speak, they will speak. Where you cannot fight, they will fight." Obina left. And that very night, Mama Nena lit her oil lamp, knelt down, and prayed till the first cock crowed. The men who had promised Obina wealth had another plan. They were wicked men, running a secret trafficking ring. They wanted to use young boys like Obina for criminal missions in the city. When Obina realized this, it was too late. They kept him in a locked room. They fed him only enough to keep him alive. And they threatened him, "If you try to escape, you will never see the sun again." Obina cried. For the first time in his life, he remembered his mother's words, and his stubborn heart melted. Meanwhile, every night in the village, Mama Nena prayed. Her neighbors heard her voice rising like thunder. The wind carried her cries into the forest. Even the crickets kept silent as she prayed. On the seventh night, something strange happened. As Obina lay on the cold floor of the room where he was kept, he suddenly felt warmth, like sunlight, even though it was night. He heard his mother's voice calling his name softly, as if she was standing right beside him. "Obina. Obina, my son." He stood up in confusion. Then the lock on the door made a small click. The door opened by itself. Obina could barely breathe. He stepped outside quietly and found the guards fast asleep, sleeping so deeply, they didn't even hear him step over them. He ran. He ran through the bush. He ran through the night. He ran until his legs shook like plantain leaves in storm wind. And as he ran, he kept hearing his mother's voice, clearer and clearer, guiding him home. At dawn, the villagers saw a thin, tired boy running toward the village square. It was Obina, dirty, wounded, starving, but alive. Mama Nena dropped the pot she was carrying and sprinted toward him. She held him so tightly that even the wind could not pass between them. "Mama, your prayers saved me," he whispered, crying into her shoulder. She kissed his forehead and said, "A mother's prayer is a shield you cannot outrun." From that day, Obina changed. He became a hard-working man, full of wisdom and humility. Whenever people asked him what turned his life around, he replied, "My mother's prayers followed me into darkness and brought me out into the light." And in every home, in every hut, the story of Mama Nena spread far and wide. A reminder that a mother's prayer travels farther than feet can walk, fights battles no hand can fight, and protects even in places no eye can see. Moral of this story: a mother's prayer is powerful. No amount of stubbornness can defeat genuine love. Evil may plan, but light always wins. Children should listen to wise counsel. The bond between a mother and her child is stronger than danger, distance, and darkness.